And today, I like to invite the energy that is related to Air India AI171. This incident that happened today. So I'd like to know the truth about this crash. When I count to 3, the related energy will come through. 1, coming through this body. 2 and 3. Hello, who I'm speaking with?
This is Cyrus.
Cyrus?
Yeah.
Tell me more. What do you mean Cyrus is your name?
Yes.
Uh-huh. So can you identify yourself?
I'm an ET.
You're ET?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. And tell me more why you think you're the most appropriate energy for this crash.
Because I was there when it happened.
Okay.
And I was overseeing the entire process. I was guiding the souls on where to go next, in case they were confused.
So, but what is the true reason for this crash?
What do you mean by true reason? Is there a fake reason that you guys are seeing?
No, I'm saying that, right, it's a crash, but, right, there's always a spiritual reason.
Well, yes, the souls have had a contract to leave at that time. That's just a pure reason why it happened.
So all the souls, let's say 240 people, they made an agreement. I mean,
they have agreed to leave to end their experience at that time in that way.
So they made this, let's say, agreement when they're here or before they came to Earth?
Well, they made an agreement to end their life, and it really depends on case-by-case basis. Some of them have done what they have needed to do on Earth and have made the agreement after they have done what they need to do. Some of them have already had a premeditated plan to die in a certain way at a certain time.
So what's the reason?
So it's a mix.
Okay. So what is the reason for, let's say, someone, I know not everyone, but like for one person, let's say, the reason to leave this life this time?
They have just simply been done with their lesson that they need to do on this at this time.
I see. So you assist.
Also, some of them have energies that are not compatible for this new Earth. They have to continue their lesson on different versions of Earth. So those who are aware of the crash are simply in a different version of Earth, and they have to have it play out in a certain way so that it's not so that people are just suddenly disappearing from their reality. There has to be a sequence of events to make it make sense physically in this physical plane and dimension.
And okay, so you assisted some souls?
Most of the souls, yes. Some of them knew where to go.
Yeah. So, yeah. How do you do that? How do you know where to take them to?
Everything is telepathical.
Right.
I just had to stand there and sort of in a way send a message to remind them that yes, they have ended their life experience on Earth at this time, and they are free to plan out either the next life or head on to their next experience.
So no soul was, let's say, traumatized?
No, as this was a premeditated plan, no souls are traumatized.
And they listened to you when you communicated.
It wasn't a listen. I was just simply reminding them of their contract, of what they chose.
Yeah, but it's kind of, right, this crash is happened in a kind of dramatic way. I guess it doesn't matter.
It's dramatic from the lens of the human. Yes, it can be very dramatic because it's very, I can understand why it's dramatic because it's very aggressive.
Right.
But from a soul's perspective, it's just simply the beginning of a new cycle.
And you happen to be there?
Well, I had to. Everything is synchronistic. I had to be there.
Oh, you
because
had to?
I was there at the right time, yes.
Oh. So what do you usually do?
That's what I usually do.
Oh, wow. So let's say this flight happened, I think, almost 10 years ago, 1994. Oh, no, sorry, 2004 or 3. No, sorry, 2014. MH370. Do you know about that one?
Yes.
Yeah, you were there.
I was not there.
Oh,
that's most likely part of different projects, not part of my civilization's
interesting.
project.
So why you say it's not your project? So every time an airplane crash is a project?
Project is just the closest word and vibration to what it is, but it's not exactly a project or a word and how you guys see it. It's more like there just had to be an event to play out that makes sense to those who are still continuing the experience on Earth, to make it make sense for why those specific souls left. It's as simple as that.
Okay.
But for example, for souls who you said they need to they are not compatible with this new Earth, but can they just shift into another version? They have to leave like this? They have to leave the physical body like this?
In the cases where they have to continue the lesson on the old version of Earth, because the physical structures, they are more compatible for their lessons.
So they
if
can,
that makes any sense.
So yes, they can shift to another version of Earth.
Most likely, if they have died in a traumatic way, that has sort of teleported them to, or allowed them to stay in that different version of Earth, most likely the chances of them shifting dramatically to a different version of Earth is not very high. And it has to be on the soul level an agreement that they continue their lesson and their experience on that version of Earth.
I'm not sure if I understand this. Can you explain it a different way?
It's more like the momentum of them changing and shifting to the one that matches the vibration of New Earth is so low that they have to stay in that other old version of Earth, what you guys refer to as the old version of Earth. If that makes sense.
So they want to that version, the old version, which is a less, let's say, evolved version.
You can say it's less evolved, but from our perspective, it's just more compatible with their soul evolution at the moment.
I see. But every airplane crash, it can be right. The reason can be very different.
Yes, because there's something that is just. But there's so many possibilities that exist in the universe. You can't always define it as one certain thing.
Right. So this
is really case by case.
Okay. So this time, this airplane crash is the main reason for most people are that reason.
They have completed what they need to complete at this lifetime.
Okay. Interesting. So do you know the true reason for MH and true reason, the main reason for MH370?
I do not have an answer at this time.
Okay. No problem. And I really appreciate your coming through. And you said one more question.
Yeah, sure. Would there be more flight crashes like these before open contact?
I do not have an answer at this time for that as well.
Right. Okay.
It's hard to predict.
All right. Again, your name is Cyrus?
Iris.
Iris.
Do you need a spelling for that?
Yes.
Cyrus.
Cyrus. Cyrus. Okay, got it. And but you know, like if there's another, let's say, a plane crash somewhere in the world, I can try to find out if that has something related to you.
You may just call for the most appropriate energy for that, and the most appropriate energy will come through.
Okay, no problem. And I again appreciate your info and insights, and I'll let you go.
Glad to be of help.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Bye for now.